Today's topic might sting a little, but it's all for the better. Let's face it, sometimes the music we create doesn't hit like we want it to, and it doesn't make people feel the way we hope it would. You might have spent hours, days, maybe even weeks perfecting that one track, but still, something feels off. So why does your music suck? And more importantly, how do you fix it? Alright, let's kick things off with perfectionism. Now, if you're a perfectionist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're obsessing over every single element. The snare, the kick, the vocal takes. Maybe you've been tweaking one sound for hours, and still, it's just not right. But here's the truth. Perfectionism is your enemy when it comes to music production. Look, we've all been there before. Spending hours tweaking one snare, trying to make it sound perfect. But guess what? Perfection does not exist. There is always room for improvement. And at some point, you have to let your music breathe and accept that it's good enough. Otherwise, you can get stuck in an endless loop of overthinking and your track will never see the light of day. So how do you fix this? First, you need to learn to let go. Set a limit on how much time you'll spend tweaking any one track. Once you hit that limit, step away. It's okay to not make every sound perfect. In fact, a lot of the time, your listeners won't even notice the little detail you're obsessing over. Next up, we have weak structure. Now I get it. You want to get creative, but if your song does not have a clear flow, you risk losing your listener. No one wants to hear a song that feels like a random collection of sounds just thrown together. You have to have a solid structure. You need a clear hook, build-ups, drops, and transitions that guide your listener through the track. Without song structure, your song can easily fall flat, or worse, confuse your audience. So how do you avoid this? Study your favorite hit songs. Seriously, do it. Listen to how they structure their tracks, how the verse builds into the chorus, how the energy rises and falls and rises again. Even if you're breaking the mold, you need to have a solid foundation to support it. And for the third reason why you might be struggling with music production today is stagnation. I know, it's easy to fall into the trap of playing it safe and sticking to the same formula. But if you keep creating the same type of track over and over again, your sound will start to feel stale and your audience will notice. Eventually, it's just not exciting anymore. Staying in your comfort zone is tempting. You know what works and you get good results, but it's not helping you grow as a producer if you're not experimenting. If you're not experimenting, pushing boundaries, and challenging yourself, your music will hit a plateau. And let's be real, nobody wants to be stuck on the same level forever. With this in mind, it is important to realize that it's time to embrace experimentation. Don't be afraid to step outside your usual style. Try blending genres you never explored before. Experiment with new tracks or collaborate with other artists. The more you try new things, the more you'll grow, and the more you will find your unique sound. So there you have it. There are some of the reasons why your music might suck and how to fix it. Remember, nobody's perfect and not even the pros get it on the first try. But by clicking on these tips, you will be on your way to making music that actually resonates with your audience.